Alrighty, welcome back folks, Rod here. Let me get things started. Tonight we're going to be doing some art. I know I hopped on a little late. Let's see, let's boot up Scribblet. Yeah, so last time we did a fan art of Terrifier. Art the Clown from Terrifier 2. This was a couple days ago. But I uploaded this yesterday. Whoop. You can only see a small thumbnail of it. But let me putting up Scribblet again. Since it's Wednesday, and I tend to feature art on Wednesdays when I find the time to. Let's see if I can get this running. I totally forgot to set the bitrate to the correct number, but I think it's currently at the high bit rate, so we might experience some lag, although it probably won't be as noticeable because this is an art stream. Let me see if I can get some tunes running here. There we go. I'll just leave that playing for a bit. So tonight, I kind of want to maybe do a drawing of Skeletor from Masters of the Universe. So this is Scribblet. This is a free to download game on Steam, where it's I like to describe it as a online Pictionary game. Take turns drawing a prompt. You get a prompt, you take turns drawing that prompt, and folks would guess it. And whoever has the most points at the end of the match, they win. But they also have a free-to-draw mode, which I tend to use for these art sessions. So here's a look at the game once you open it. They seem to have overhauled the UI a bit, yet again. Redraw mode now is called creative mode, so, and I've been saving my progress of my past drawings. As you can see, there's art from Terrifier. I actually did 2 drawings of him. I was thinking to maybe hop onto to maybe finish this drawing, but I think for the most part it's finished. But I was thinking to maybe add, like, you know, art, his name art, in the corner there in big letters. But I think I was gonna start a new one. So let's go to play creative mode. Hey there, Robotic. It's quite late tonight. Let's see. So I guess I'll just create new artwork. I can also open past ones and then update them if I choose to, but go to a brand new one, and then I'll fill the canvas with a dark color so that it doesn't blind folks. I'm just name this one Skeletor. Maybe I'll do like Masters of the Universe or something. In parentheses, Masters of the Universe. So the reason why I wanted to draw Skeletor was because there's a Masters of the Universe collaboration with Fall Guys coming this week. I think it's arriving later today, I want to say. Surprisingly, because I thought they were going to do like a Doctor Who, and I think they are doing Doctor Who stuff this week. Then all of a sudden, like the day or a couple of days after, they just announced like they're teaming up with Masters of the Universe, and they're bringing Skeletor, they're bringing He-Man, they're bringing Battle Cat, and I think I forgot who else. There was like one other character, but yeah, such an exciting collab. So here's the canvas, basic tools on the left here. We got brush, eraser, paint bucket, simple shapes, outlines, and the line tool. On the right, you got your color and color wheel, eyedropper tool. Then there's a opacity bar, reset colors, brush sizes, but you can adjust the brush size by using the mouse wheel to scroll it, adjust the size. Yeah, exactly. I thought I saw the tweet. And I was like, what? I watched this trailer for it, and it looks exciting. A lot of the Bean characters has the He-Man hair. It looks hilarious. I saw some of the comments and tweets, and some of them are just like astounded by it. So I can't wait. I can't wait to play that. So I think I might actually hop on to Fall Guys this Friday. We'll see. Let's see. Undo, redo, clear, and save, and also a share to Steam button. Should probably put on the button. Let me see if I can find the setting for that real quick. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. So there are the past drawings. I also have. I might want to move that a little bit upward so that it covers the brush size, because I don't really need to show this. So the only space that I could use is probably this bottom half. So maybe I'll move that upward a little more. Yeah. So these are the past drawings that I've done in Scribble from this year so far, starting from this year, beginning of this year. But I think I've also added drawings from like the past year or so. Let's see if we can add the mouse indicator. I don't know if it's showing or not. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you can see when the mouse is being pressed there. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So, like, for example, I'll just use, like, this purple here, so you can see. Also the right buttons. Oh, right button is also... Wait. Right click is to erase. Interesting. Okay, just the size. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, so... Let's see. I'm trying to think of a... Like, what good pose I can do for this guy. I'm also gonna think of, like, a background for him. Let's start with, like, a very low opacity. Purples and blacks, I think that's what we're gonna be seeing a lot of for this drawing. This might end up being like a 2-part session, so be warned. I feel like tonight might not be a lengthy one. It could be just a couple hours, but we'll see. I just want to try and get this drawing started. I feel like I should maybe add flames in background. Like there'll be flames that's like blowing in the wind, or just waving in the wind or something. Purple flames, possibly. Let's see how this goes. Go a little bit darker. Yeah, hope your day's going well. Like, I immediately thought of, like, I was contemplating whether I should do the movie version of Skeletor, or maybe the latest iteration, because I have been watching the Netflix iterations of Masters of the Universe and He-Man. The He-Man one is more geared towards children, like a younger audience, while the Masters of the Universe Revelations is more for, I guess, all audience, like both the adults and younger audience. But it also it's like a continuation of the old school Masters Universe or He-Man, the original He-Man show. And that one is run by Kevin Smith, I believe. So I remember seeing the interviews where it was a new season that came out a while back in like early this year, I think, and I just never got around to watching it. I've only seen the first season, and it was terrific for what it had. It had Tila in there. Oh yeah, Tila was the other character that's was arriving in Fall Guys. Yeah. Got your day off today? Sweet. I still got some Halloween candy left over. Been munching on that. I tried to get some editing done today, so I got some of that to finish. So now I'm just hopping on to do some drawings. Oh, maybe I should do like a... I always like to do the vignette sort of style for the background. Let me see if... Tried some different colors here. It's a very bright pink color. Ooh, yeah, it is a very bright color. I'll probably add some extra flames to it. You got some mini stickers left, sweet. I think no stickers for me this year. It's M&M's and Reese's Pieces cups. Or at least, you know, around this time of year, but yeah, I think it's mostly peanut butter. I mean, it is peanut butter month too. I think the correct term is peanut butter lovers month. This month, November. All right, this part here, the center part probably won't be as important because I feel like Skeletor is going to be covering most of this area. But I think for the background, this part here will be important. Yep, you gotta have the good peanut butter stuff. Sometimes I think of Butterfinger, but I haven't had those for a while. Those things, man, they sometimes would get addicting, but and they get stuck in your teeth too. But I always love that, you know, they always team up with like The Simpsons. I always know them for, you know, the Bart Simpson line. And they had it in like the show too. Oh, I don't know if you've watched the Treehouse of Horror, the latest Treehouse of Horror. So it was pretty fun. I mean, each of the episodes are fun. But yeah, this year they covered some recent horror films, which I dig. Alright, we got some flames. pink flames. You haven't seen a new one yet? Yeah, there was one before that too that is like a spoof of the It films. I think I mentioned it yesterday too, just in case. Yeah, that one was pretty fun. They covered chapters 1 and 2. So I did get to finish that Terrifier drawing. Well, maybe for the most part, it's pretty much finished, but I can also add like its name to the background, so I might want to go back to that before I put the video together for the time lapse. Doing a cable. Oh yes. So the Simpsons episodes, they usually land on Hulu, like a day after it airs. That's where I watched it. Either Hulu or Disney Plus, depending on your region. I think most folks that are outside of the States or in another country like Europe or something, they can catch it on Disney Plus. Or Canada. I do know a lot of people that's over in Canada and they don't have access to Hulu. Some folks they would use like a VPN to bypass it. Let me see if I can Huh. Oh, interesting. I don't know, did I... Huh. For some reason my hard drive space is running low. I had to uninstall BlueStacks. Well, some of the programs that I had in BlueStacks I had to uninstall it, but for some odd reason it took more space. Took up more space than releasing space, which is weird. I still had a game on there to uninstall it. Yeah, there's a few spookers on Hulu. I think the two at the moment, from what I remember this year so far, has been Hellraiser and Prey, which we've covered already. Those are probably the most like highlighted ones for Hulu. Definitely recommended. I think folks hadn't seen it yet. There's some new ones. I think there's a new season of oh, I forgot what it's called. There's like a series of like horror shorts, and it's on my watch list, but I haven't got to it yet. I forgot what it's called now. There's like quite a few of them. There's like 15-minute like short horror shorts that came out a few weeks ago for Huluween. And it was like a season 2 that came out for that show, that series. I have to look at my watch list to find out what it's called. Let me see if I can open up the page here. Oh, I don't know if you saw it yet, but there's a trailer for There's a new trailer for the that new Christmas Story film. While we're on the topic of 80s, 80s and 90s media, there's another sequel for A Christmas Story coming up later this month. It's gonna be on HBO Max. I think it's A Christmas Story Christmas, and they've got the original cast coming back, which is quite nice. Overall, I think it's a great idea for a sequel, and they've got the original cast, and the premise so far, it seems pretty much like Grown Ups. I don't know if you've seen Grown Ups, Adam Sandler. There's 1 and 2, and those films are pretty fun. So I think that's what I expect from this A Christmas Story sequel. I mean, maybe some folks that are not on board and probably thinking, why are they doing a sequel? Well, I mean, movie industry is a business, so you gotta find some ways to get people to watch. They're always tapping into our nostalgia, no matter what it is, no matter what we're into, what we like. We just gotta accept it. Sequel sounds good. I mean, there was that Christmas Story 2, and that was horrible. I think universally everyone agrees with that. That one was horrible. But this one seems a lot better though. A lot more fun, and it's got the original cast. So what could go wrong, right? And from the looks of the trailer, it looks terrific. So I'm on board. Like, it's got, like, Ralph has already grown up. He's become a parent, and so he's like showing his kids like what he experienced in the '84 film, or whichever year it was. I think it was '84, '82, '83, '84, one of those years. I forget what year it was. Only seen the first one. That was really, yeah, same here. I just hear bad things about the second one. And the trailer. Like, even the trailer for it was just terrible. The part 2. I don't know, maybe someday I'll give it a chance. But I kind of know what to expect though. Maybe when I'm in the mood for terrible films, that will probably be the one to come up. Actually, I did watch the live. There's a Christmas Story live. Like, there was a live musical version of it. Yep, you heard that right. Live musical. It aired, like, I want to say 2015. I want to say 2015, 2016. Might have been 2016. Forget what year exactly. It was on Fox, I think. And they sort of fix a couple of things in that musical, that live musical version. And I remember the night that it aired on TV, and like no one else was really talking about it. I saw a couple of tweets here and there. I think just Fox that was tweeting it, but no one else was really tweeting about it. I thought it was gonna be like a huge thing, but I think I was like the only one who's watching it at that time. I would tweet about shows from time to time in those years as they air, but nowadays not so much. It's more like post tweets when I feel like it. Yeah, that live musical, it was okay, but they sort of like fixed a few things. Namely the duck scene towards the end, and they poke in a few jokes in there too. It's supposed to be comedic. I forgot who I think it was the guy that, I've got his name, Bob Lee. I think it's Bob Lee. It might have been Bob Lee that popped out and like mentioned something about the duck, the Chinese duck. the end scene, fra la la la, like that part. Yeah, that was terrific. Yeah, mostly use I think nowadays I just use Twitter to either go live. I think I'm live on there right now. As of late, I'm mostly just tweeting the live streams and going live on there. I think they just use the Periscope technology for that. I just kind of wish that they would improve it a little bit more. Add like a live chat to it. Hey there, Josh. It's another late night art session. I'll be drawing Skeletor. I don't know if you heard the news, Josh, but they're bringing Masters of the Universe over to Fall Guys. Haha! Parentheses, Skeletor voice. Yeah, this is gonna be my first time drawing Skeletor, so never drew him before. So this is gonna be interesting. This might take like a couple of sessions. Maybe more, but we'll see. Yeah. Looking over to OBS, and seems to be a lot of drop frames, so if in case it gets any worse, I'll probably have to disconnect from some of the platforms. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the each of the chats are in view, because we have a different setup this time. Usually when I'm doing like art sessions right like this, also let me save that. I tend to switch like different platforms or add more to it, and I totally forgot to set the bitrate correctly for tonight. So it's gonna appear a little higher in quality, but it might lag. But so far it's just okay. 24% drop, but it continues to go down, I think. I think that the last like fantasy style drawing was probably that Pirates of Dark Water one. I think that's probably like the closest to like a retro cartoon fan art that I've done so far. And it should pop up on the side here, because I just added that earlier today. Yeah, the recent drawing. Did I make this music? Yeah, this was, you can see the music. I made that a little bit bigger so that folks can find out what it is. So this current one is based on The Return of the Living Dead, 1985. I made this for a little unboxing video that I did a few years back. I think it was like 2016 or something like that. I forget what year. Because Scream Factory was the distributor, and they got the license for to put out a new release of the film on Blu-ray, and they did a mighty fine release. First time they remastered it to I think either 4K or 2K resolution, and then they put it on Blu-ray. So I had to make my own version of the theme song to put it as the background music. But yeah, the original version actually sounds a little bit different, a little bit more rocky. But yeah, I like the bass line for it. It's pretty cool. It actually goes well with this drawing here. There's gonna be a lot of skulls. Maybe not so much zombies, but skulls, I think fits well. The flames. Skull and flames. I can probably come back to this part here. Save that. I feel like I need to darken this background a little more or something. Alright, let's see how I can pose this guy. Alright, so I think his head's gonna be covering this area with the hood. I want to give it like the general look of Skeletor. There's like different variations of him. Of course, he's gonna be muscular. And I kind of want to get his hand like up close like this. Like he's seeking revenge. Gotta be careful not to make too many marks or else. Yeah, something like that maybe. He's got some spiky shoulders. They might cover these flames too. I'm not sure if I can cover this. Okay, maybe his hand would be over here, and then the staff be right here. And the staff also has like antler, like that. So yeah, this is how it's gonna look for the layout. Alright, let's see if I can back. Oh, that's all the last step right there. That's the last step. Alright, probably working with this. Yeah, you can already see the shape of it, right? Alright, so his body is gonna be blue. Get some of that into. Just gotta remind myself that his body is blue. Yeah, I have a few friends who are like into the Masters of the Universe series, and I wish I could have hopped on a little earlier during the day so they can witness this, but this is why I do plan to have it as like a two-part, maybe a multi-part stream session, so I might feature this like either sometime later this week or maybe next week or something to finish this drawing. But I kind of want to aim for like a daytime stream next time. That way we can see like how, you know, midway through how he's turning up like, which would be great for the thumbnail. I like how this is translucent. It's like he's just appearing out of thin air through the smoke and fire. Yes. The old school, yep, the old school Skeletor. This is gonna be a first of many. I mean, we've had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles drawing before, but I feel like that won't be the last. I feel like I would be able to do like another Turtles-related drawing sometime down the line. Maybe a Casey Jones or something, because he's got the hockey mask and stuff. All right. Not sure how to do this part of the arm. I think his finger's gonna be like somewhere over here. And then his thumb. It's gonna be a little bit angled, I think. Apparently he has like some blades popping out from the shoulder here. I'll have to figure out how the fingers are gonna be shaped. It's gonna be wearing shoulder pads for his armor, I think. And that's gonna be like a little bit more darkish purple. Oh yeah. Can't forget to save. How big are these all these shoulder blades here? I know his chest piece, they sort of come down this way, and then there will be like a skull. Not skull, but like a gem. Like a power gem thing, and then bones. Like a crossbones. Something like that. We'll get to it. Get the center here. It's gonna be a dark. Make it a little bit more dark. Ooh, there we go. That's a deep purple right there. And I want to have his face sort of shaded, but like definitely in view. At first I thought like maybe I should do like a funny drawing of him. Like maybe have him like laying on the side, like on the bed or something, and just like eating an apple or something. Like something funny. Because I always see like Skeletor as like a funny character. He's like a funny like villain. But the way they portray him in the new shows is like he's more menacing. Whereas in the old show, the original show, is like he's more of like a pushover villain. He's like one of Rita Repulsa's like minions or something. But it's pretty funny like that. Got some more spooky tunes. Go back up. Skeletor reminds me of Space Ghost. Yeah, Coast to Coast, yep. Sure does. So you can get a little bit darker. Oh, we can get a little bit darker here. Yeah, Space Ghost is like more sci-fi. With some comedy in there. Didn't really get to watch a whole lot of it, but I remember catching it on TV sometimes. So his eye is gonna be like somewhere. Ron's scared of Skeletor? That's why we have the spooky start screen. we're just coming off of spooky season. I think one of these days I'll definitely have like some of the other Masters of the Universe characters. Not sure about He-Man though, I don't know. I could probably still do He-Man, but kind of more in favor of She-Ra. I don't think I've done like a She-Ra drawing ever. But I do like that new show though from DreamWorks. Netflix series. And of course we gotta do some Voltron. I haven't done Voltron at all. Yep, here comes the skull. Alright, now just like figuring out the shape of it. I don't know how they managed to get like Skeletor to be such a lovable character in the original series. The new one, I think Revelations, they had Mark Hamill voice as Skeletor. Did a really great job too. Voice of Joker and voice of Skeletor. It sounds really good in it. I can't not imagine like Joker, but then on screen where we're seeing Skeletor in the show. Maybe I should start adding the white part of the bones and stuff. Yeah, let's give him like some space between the teeth. Oh snap. She's coming out. Alright, let's see. Let's try to figure out the colors for his face. Let's try this one here. This might be a little too bright. Part of his face should be like greenish too, so I feel like the most interesting part of his design is the face, because that's where the skull is at. Oh man, not sure if I should do the skull just yet. I feel like I should figure out how I'm gonna do the arm, his left arm here first. Yeah, I think tonight is mostly just to get like the shape down, and maybe like getting the colors down. And yeah, we probably shouldn't go in too much into detail just yet. I think I'll say that for the second stream. Like part 2. Yeah, the background definitely matches with the character. It's like it's after a battle, and like it's like almost like it's telling a story. And Skeletor's like gotten enough power to, like, you know, open up like a portal or something to another dimension. Because they do eventually go into space, so that's toward the later part of the story. I think that the early 2000s series was when they went to space. It's like a continuation of... It was like a reboot, I think? It was the second series, I think, where I remember. I think his chin should be like a little longer. Fun episodes of the game. Oh, nice. Seem to be really rushed. Yeah, that's the feeling that a lot of us had when those episodes aired. It's like, wow, what? We're gonna end it with this. I think the reason is from what I remember, the studios got hacked or something like that, and they were threatening the studios about something. I forgot for what reason, but those hackers, they were gonna release the script online or something like that, because episodes were being leaked throughout like season 5 and stuff. So I remember when I was like excited for whatever that latest episode was back in 2015 or whatever, when it was still airing, and then my friend was like, oh no, those episodes are already out. They're already out. And I'm like, what? They haven't even aired yet. No, they're already out. And then it turns out that they've already watched it as it was airing. So it's like, oh wow. Like some of these you know, hackers, they get a hold of the episodes a lot sooner than the studios intended. I think mostly because like it's on HBO, and like I think at the time they had HBO Go, which was the mobile app for HBO. And yeah. But yeah, I remember something like that. It was like they would pretty much like blackmailing the companies, threatening to release the scripts out. Yeah. It was probably why they why it feels so rushed in those final episodes. I also love how how they made Skeletor look in the live action film. The old Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. That one looked okay. I really like the unique design of it. But I think today's standards is it could definitely be improved for sure. Will you be willing to draw any Christmassy related things in the future? Possibly. You see there's in the slideshow there's you probably see the Santa Claus one. There's a Santa Claus drawing and Krampus in the background. Like he was standing side by side with Krampus. So that's the only Christmas related drawing that I've done so far. And I think that was the first ever drawing that I did in this program, in the Scribble. Like using the free draw mode. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if there's any other ideas that I could think of. I'll possibly maybe do something that's like, you know, in season. But we'll see. Well, yeah, it's an old classic for sure, but like it's also cheesy at the same time because like they try to cram a lot of the He-Man story into like a, you know, an hour and a half film length of film. They try to put the hovercrafts that they flew on at the end of the movie, and that, you know, the special effects weren't as like, you know, really good back then. Still, it's like it's not like Back to the Future. Back to the Future was a little bit better in terms of special effects. But hey, they tried. I think a lot of the effort went more into the costume designs. Like I was definitely on board with the costume designs, at least for the time. They look really good. Dolph Lundgren, Skeletor, and some of the other characters in there. They look really good, but then like the way the film came out, it wasn't as like as a kid, I didn't really mind too much because I knew what He-Man was. And just watching that movie, I didn't know like the ins and outs of each character, but like it's such a different show from like or such a different movie from the show in terms of like action and stuff. We kind of expect more action, like more sword fighting and stuff. And there's a little bit of it, but it wasn't as much as we thought it would be. But yeah, they got some of the important stuff in though, at least. Kind of wish that they would do it a little bit more proper though. But back in those years, oh my gosh, like the special effects was just not quite there yet. The practical stuff for sure, but like some of the CG stuff is like, oh, you look at it today, it's like, wow, yep. But compared to like Back to the Future 2, which had the hovercraft or the hoverboard, like that scene was terrific, so well done. But for Master of the Universe, it's like pretty cheap computer graphics thrown in. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mind doing like another like Krampus drawing for Christmas or something, featuring those two characters from the from last year's drawing. Like, that'd be cool. Maybe create some sort of story with Krampus and Santa. I feel like the drawing that I did seemed like they were like part of like an action film or something. Oh, speaking of which, that movie that's coming out that stars that guy from Stranger Things. He's playing as Santa. It's like a Die Hard. I forgot what it's called now. I think it's called like it's a play on words for Silent Night. Oh, it's called Violent Night. All I had to do was just remember Silent Night, and then yeah, that's the title. Violent Night. So the guy from Stranger Things is gonna be in it. He's the main guy. Pretty much just has like a Die Hard sort of feel to it, with a lot of action. You remember the old movie Beastmaster? Yeah, the old Beastmaster series. Yep, synonymous with Masters of the Universe. You can't not think about Beastmaster without Masters of the Universe. There's quite a few of them. I forgot how many there were, like 4 or 5 films of Beastmaster. My friend who's like all into like, you know, this whole scene, like he would be in here talking about that. Beastmaster and you know, Master of the Universe and stuff. Old horror Santa movies, Silent Night, Deadly Night, so great that I think they were NC-17. Yeah, I have the first 2 on Blu-ray. They just added those films to Shudder, so I might revisit them. And yeah, they were definitely bloody for sure. Bum, 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 bum. There's a few other ones. There's one called Christmas Evil. It's like another psychotic killer on the loose that's dressed up as Santa Claus. That one's okay. Like, I just kind of feel bad for the character. Like, there were moments where he's trying to redeem himself, but like, the whole town was just like looking for the guy up until the end of the movie. Wait, there's a whole lot of those. There was a sort of reboot of Silent Night, Deadly Night. But it was more like it was like a bad, like, B horror movie. Whoever made those wasn't ready to transition from Halloween to Christmas, yeah. Maybe that's why they made a Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like one of those movies where it's like in between. It's good to watch like from Halloween all the way to Christmas because it fits both seasons. Or you know, within the quarter four of the year. Bum, bum. I'm gonna leave his face like that for now. Let's see if we can get the rest of his body. I want to try and go for the original colors, where his body's blue, his armor. I think most of the time his armor is black, depending on which armor he's wearing. Some greens around the skull. Yeah, it looks like it's purple, right? Purple for his armor. So you get the right purple here. I'll try out like a dark purple for now. Also save. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Apparently there's like a symbol that it's like a bat sort of like creature that's across his chest. Definitely get that in. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, skulls are pretty cool to draw. They always look cool, and then like I've never done like a very detailed skull before. Or like high-res detailed skull before. It's usually like either part of a skull or like a tiny skull as part of the image or something, but never really like got into drawing like a whole lot of them. And we draw a lot of heads, faces and stuff, but like not enough skulls, I feel. I feel like I need to integrate that more in the drawings. Like especially in like original drawings, like if I'm doing like non-fan art stuff, like more original stuff, I should probably maybe use a skull as like a main subject or something. Or skeleton, bones, or something in general. Especially for spooky season. It's important to lay out the pose of the character before we diving into putting the details. This tune is cool. I think I might go with the crossbones, and then I'll add the I don't know what this is called, like a band part of the chest piece. There'll be other like iterations. Like the earlier iteration doesn't have this these bands, these two bands here. But they wrap around his abdomen. Gonna have to get some abs in there too, as well. Very muscular dude. His hood is also like purpley too. Let's make sure the coloring's in there. So it's going to be a lot of purples, blues, and then the backgrounds will be pink flames. Oh yeah. It's definitely coming out. I like how the light is just shining off his skull. Yeah, the lighting is pretty important. I'm not sure how shoulder pieces are gonna look like. Or is supposed to look like. I might want to make these a little bit longer. There are some iterations that have like spike popping out here, pointing upward, I think. Oh. Hopefully we're not getting disconnects. Oh, interesting. So you can open up a page here real quick. Okay. Alright. Yeah. We got Trovo, D-Live, Picardo. Make sure to save that. Alright, some of this shoulder pieces would be like bending over or bent around the shoulder, I think. This piece should be wrapping around over the shoulder, I think. I feel like this hood should be shrunken a little bit. If I could make it so that it's like a little bit smaller, that would be great. Alright, I gotta figure out how the hand over here is gonna look. I'm gonna have to redraw it again. Gotta give him the biceps. I think his arm's gonna come up this way. Wow, 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 wow. Now the fingers start to come up. I think these should be blue colored. I gotta remind myself that. Gotta get the knuckles in. And the hand is going to be covering this spot, most of this area. He does have some claws too. Forgot about that. Should probably make these knuckles more bony, as villains tend to have. And then we got the thumb. I don't know if I should make his fingers a little bit longer or something. Because you got this part. Come around this way. Well, I need to cough a little bit. Maybe I should make this finger a little bit more lower. Unless I make the pinky outward a little more. Oh yeah, yep, definitely. And we're only like an hour, almost an hour and a half in so far. But once we get into the details, it's gonna be like I'll be a lot more focused onto the drawing. Like even doing the hands here requires a little bit of focus. Because I'm also thinking about like the correct angle that it's supposed to be, like the correctness of it. And that's what we're trying to get at. Let's get that claw in there. He's got like these fingernails. There we go. Because this guy's like a warlock. Transformed himself into a warlock. So it's not his actual true form. It's kind of like how He-Man has, you know, there's the He-Man and then this Prince. His Prince form. Then he's got to have the sword to transform to He-Man. Same with She-Ra. It's pretty cool how they how DreamWorks came out with the new She-Ra. I was pretty surprised by it. Like at first, when you put out the trailers, the initial trailers, when the show was just about to come out, I was pretty excited for it, regardless, because She-Ra's coming back, and it didn't seem like there was that much of a hype behind it. Like there was some hype, but it wasn't as much as after the show came out. And then I guess it must have struck the LGBTQ community because of how they portray the characters. So it's a much different She-Ra show than the original '85 She-Ra. And a much improved one too, at that. Because the older '80s shows were so janky, and how they portray those characters and how they animate those characters. But these newer iterations have I would say that they add more to it. They add more on top of it, on top of the what the original had. And there's like a group of folks that are just not on board with some of the newer stuff. But that's usually the case for a lot of old properties. Alright, I think his hands are supposed to be purple too. Let me see if we can get... Actually, it's supposed to be blue. I think it's good to have like a mix of both purple and blue. For his skin, I think. Maybe the dark parts would be purple. Like a darker purple color. Thinking whether I should have his thumb stick out a little more, or maybe just keep it to having the thumb like closed in a little more or something. Because right now it's like sort of tucked in behind the palm. Alright, so that's the arm. At least for this one arm. He does wear like some sort of gauntlet. That gauntlet should be the same color as this here, the chest piece. He's got black nails. Let's go a little bit harder on the gauntlet here. Spooky tunes with a spooky character. Maybe I should have this tune on repeat for a little bit. Boom, boom. There we go. I feel like this part should be maybe a little lower. We'll extend this part here. Oh, after doing this guy, I think I might want to do some more video game characters. Possibly Mortal Kombat, I think. Street Fighter, I think that's another one I could get into. So you can get this armor here on this side. Yeah, let's also add the shoulder parts here. I feel like they... I'm not sure I want to make it so that they fall down here. think some of it would curve downward, and then around the shoulder, or something like that. So get this one to come out a little more. I think these, around the edge here, should be bones, I think. Like smaller bones. And then the center here should be red, I think. It's like a red gem. I think the original tune had it like all purple. I think it's possibly mostly due to them want to simplify the coloring. Oh, it's not red enough. A little bit better. There we go. That's a very reddish, bright red. Let me see. Get bone color. Maybe this will be like a thing around it. On the toy line, it would be like a purple bones, purple cross bones here. I think I should make them a little bit bigger though. Yeah. They're sort of like a leg bone size lemurs. Yeah, probably go on for like maybe another half hour. There's a record. We're live. Skeletor, if Skeletor were to live stream, we just only need to press the button on his chest, then he'll be live and ready. That's how he records. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the some other tracks in the playlist. I can hear trains from far away. Terror train. It's weird that the trains are still operating at like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in the morning. I feel like some metal music would go well with Skeletor. Drawing Skeletor would have I think his theme song would be like very metal. Like fantasy metal or something. Yeah, that'll be cool. Alright. Gotta figure out like how the shape of this is gonna be like. In the center here. I feel like I could make it like metallic looking. Maybe have it inspired by the Revelation Netflix shows. Because he has like a certain design to him. He's also got a cape. Like a longer cape than the original did. The cape goes down to like his knees, like knee length. Oh, maybe I should add that. Kind of also looks like the Shredder a little bit. With the purple. Oh man, Super Shredder would be an awesome one to draw. I feel like not a lot of people got to do a drawing of Super Shredder. Yeah, that's gonna be like a someday, I think. Super Shredder. Alright, so apparently there's purple ring at the center. He's got some nips too. Alright. Could add some nips later on. Let's get the purples back in. This one might be a lighter purple. Just to differentiate from the rest of the armor. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe we can get the what looks to be a bat, I think? It's like a giant bat across his chest. It's not Batman either. It's not like a Batman symbol or anything. Huh. It's gotta be like somewhere. Actually, yeah, this is the right position, I think. The bat just like wraps around. There we go, something like that, I think. I also need to reduce the hood size. So somewhat like so. This part comes back down. And then the bat would have ears. Little tiny ears. Same thing on this side. Dun, 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 dun. There you go, something like that. Just gotta fill this in. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess at first. But by the time we hit a second stream, it will probably solidify it and a little more and get into the details. Oh yeah. Fix this red part here a little bit more. Gotta expand it. I think I'll probably add some bolts to the bands here. I'll just add some small dots for now. Yeah, like balls like that, I think. Get like a third one in there somewhere. Yep. All right. See how the shape of his abs are gonna be like. Try to fit a few in there. The top parts, at least. This part will have smaller abs, the top part. There you go. Gotta get some definition in there. And this is where, like, anatomy, like, knowledge of anatomy is in handy. So when you're drawing the bodies, especially human bodies, just gotta know where the muscles are gonna be. Then when it comes down to the lighting, just gotta know where the light's gonna hit. How that's gonna appear. Dun, Alright, let's get some more balloons. Oh snap. This beat again. Just kinda like the previous beat too. Kinda wanna cue that one up again. It should do the cape. The cape would look cool though. Yeah, maybe I will add the cape. We'll probably be back here. Could have it like flowing a little bit on the side here. But I think for the most part it's gonna be like at least peering here, and then maybe curving, and then it'll come around this way, I think. So maybe I'll do that. I could probably have a piece of it underneath here on the shoulder, like over the shoulder and then down this way. That'd be pretty cool. Let me see if I can add that in. Oh, it's a very strong purple. There we go. He's got that shredder cape. As most villains do, I guess. It makes sense to make the cape flow that way because the fire in the background is also blowing that way. Alright, let's get the cape on this side. It would have been nice to have like a view of the background in these areas, but I guess it's nice to it's also nice to just have the cape cover it. That way I don't have to worry about the details in the background. Alright. There are some iterations where his hood would have like a crow's peak, like that. Especially in Revelations, he does have that crow peak. I think I might just keep it to that for now. Like this style, I mean. Could try to maybe thin it out. But right now it looks like it's a little bit big. It seems fine. Alright, I'm so you can get some more dark colors. Oh boy. Yep, this is definitely coming along. So I gotta figure out where the how the staff is gonna be. Also, let me add his nails too here. Does have some black nails. One, two, three, four. Alright, what color is this staff? I think in the original, his staff is like all purple, just like his hood. It's like all the same color. Just to keep it simplified. Alright, let me see if we can get another purple. Probably just use the line tool just to test out where this staff is gonna be positioned. I think it's gonna be like something like this. Oh man, that's a very very solid purple. It's gonna be slanted like this, I think. There we go. So this is going to be a guide for the staff. Let me add another one here. There we go. I think I should add like a piece of the skull that's on the staff. Or maybe I could have it like all in view here. Let's see how that's gonna look like. Try to sketch it out. Oh man. Yeah, if I were to have it on there, it would be like looking like that, I think. It would be cool though. It would fill up that space, that corner. Yeah, that wouldn't look too bad. Alright, I'll just keep that to temporary. Because I might possibly make that a thing. Alright. Should probably make this hand blue. Let's get some blues in here. Just gonna lightly color it in. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there's some iterations that has like his gauntlet also blue, completely blue. Like most of his body is like blue. Only pieces of his armor. Some pieces, his hood would be purple. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like I'm getting more into detail now. Kinda want to save this for next session. Oh man, I can't wait to get into like the shading and stuff. Kinda want to make his body like really shiny. Maybe not really shiny, but like shiny where it's not supposed to be. That'll be hilarious. I mean, given that's like you standing around fire and stuff, like there should be some part of his body where it would be shiny. But we'll see once we get to it. Alright, I'm going to color a little bit more of his hand here, and then we'll start to wrap it up. Boom, 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 boom. I'll have to figure out this hand, this fist here. I feel like this one here should be a lot bigger. I don't know. It might be the right size, but initially I imagined it would be a lot bigger because it's like this would be like a lot more closer to us. But right now this hand here it appears to be more closer. But we'll figure it out. Alright, just hit the 2-hour mark, and I don't know if there's anything else I wanna draw here. Let's add some more color to the abs here. Can't wait to start coloring this. Or, I mean, getting more details, definitions in it. But it will have to wait for next time. Alright, let's save this. I'll have to think of what I want to add to this corner here. Like I could add like clouds, maybe a moon or something. Or I could probably just keep it blank like that. Just dark. Maybe some more flames. We'll see. Or I could probably have some flames on his hand or something. Like green flame, that would be cool. Like he's about to shoot out some dark magic. Yeah, that would be awesome. Just have the flame go up that way. Alright, so that is it for Skeletor part 1 of maybe a 2-part session. We'll see. I'm not sure when exactly I'll be back onto this. It could be this weekend, I'm not sure. Or possibly another Wednesday, next Wednesday. Alright. I'll have to check the VOD and make sure everything's in one piece because this is going to be quite a bit of a lag. Drop frames, so 26%, which is quite a lot, so I'll have to double check on the other platforms. Anyways, that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna take off for now. So have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night. Not sure what I'll be playing tomorrow. Could be Switch Sports or Fall Guys, one of them. Or 3 Ultimates. I'll have to see. Alright, I'm gonna take off for now. Yep. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night and or day, and I shall see you in the next one. Later.
See you next time!